Scrawlrbox time! This just arrived in the post and I can't wait to open it, so let's just get cracking, shall we? Let's have a see. Whoa! I'm so excited I dropped my scissors. That's how exciting it is. Let's see if I can get into it quicker than last month's box now. Yes. Let's have a see, shall we? Okay. Tissue paper always seems to be a little bit broken by the time I get it. I'm just going to tip everything out. Let's see, put that to one side. Ooh, look at this. I'm loving these stickers. So really nice kind of scribbly, rainbowy effect on this one this month. Awesome. And we have a Fritella. Looks like a lemon flavoured one. Awesome. Ooh. Then we have these Chameleon Fineliners instructions. Chameleon changing colour. Ooh. Well, I've never tried the actual Chameleon markers, but this sounds really exciting. I don't know how they work, but that sounds like really good fun. Can't wait to try those out. That is awesome. And then we have a Staedtler 4H pencil. Okay, I usually use B pencils rather than H pencils, but awesome, we'll give that a go. And a Pilot drawing pen. Doesn't say what colour it is. Let's have a quick look. Okay, it's just a fine liner of some sort. 0.5 fine liner of some sort. Looks like it could be black, but we can test that out in a few minutes. And what is this? A rock book, not entirely sure. Clairefontaine format sketchbook. A little sketchbook, that's awesome. And then something that looks like it's been done with the fine liners. Good that they covered it over with a little leaf, otherwise YouTube wouldn't be too happy. Let's have a see, by Jonathan Knight. Now here's information for Instagram and Facebook if you're interested. Awesome. Let's have a see what this month's challenge is then, shall we? Rainbow Renaissance. Okay, interesting. And it looks like the book is called the Croc Book. Awesome. I'll look forward to having a go at a Rainbow Renaissance. I'll put my thinking cap on and see what we can come up with. We'll give the Mars Lumograph pencil a test out first. That's just your normal pencil, pretty hard, not the easiest to write with. 4H. Oops. Again, it's a fine liner. Most fine liners kind of feel the same to me. I'm not a massive fine liner person, but it seems fine to me. Let's see if it's waterproof or not. A little bit of smudging there, so no, not waterproof. But then, the thing I'm looking forward to, these pens, Chameleon pens. Apparently, the way that they work is there is ink in here and ink in this. I'm sorry, you can't even see. There's ink in this section as a normal pen, but there's also ink in the lid. So the idea is that you change the lids and give it a little bit of time to soak into the tip, into the nib, and then you try drawing with them. I can't write, CG8, that's a nice pale grey colour there. RD3, which is a red colour. Quite a pale. My brain is not working today. RD3, PG3. Oh, I like that colour. Nice turquoise colour. YL2, yellow. They're actually a lot shorter than I was expecting them to be. YL2. PK5. Nice and vibrant, that one. And the final one is BV4. I'm guessing that's a blue violet 4. It's very pastel blue. BV4. 4. Right, let's give these a go, shall we, and see. I'm thinking let's swap the blue and the pink. Now the only thing is either I'm guessing I swap 2 at a time, and let's try both of them and see what happens. Otherwise one's going to be standing without the lid on for a while. I'm not entirely sure how long you're supposed to do this for. I guess the longer that you do it for, the longer that the colour change takes before they change colour. I guess if you just do it for a short amount of time, they're not going to change colour that much. It does also say that you can change colours multiple times, so that I could load this one up with blue first, and then I could maybe load it up with yellow, so it should change from yellow to blue to pink. We can always give that a try as well in a minute. Should we see what has happened with these guys so far, if I've given it enough time. So this should now go, hopefully, from blue I think we're going to say that that one is back to its original colour now. But now I don't really want to put the blue lid back on it, so I'm going to have to leave it open while I do the other one. I think we're going to say that that is back to the beginning because, yeah, you know. Awesome. Well, no, don't put them back on the wrong lids. No, that's the blue and that's the pink. Oh, this could be a catastrophe. Awesome. I'll get my thinking cap on and show you what I come up with later then. So I was initially a little bit stumped as to what to do with this prompt. So I ended up going onto Google and Googling some Renaissance painters, and in the end I decided that I would be probably best off doing a study of a Renaissance painting, and so I went with one of the most famous Renaissance painters, and that of course is Leonardo da Vinci, and I chose one of his most famous paintings, the Mona Lisa. So here I am just sketching out the Mona Lisa, and I decided that in order to make this study rainbow, that I would then try and also do it in the style of the piece of artwork that we got in the Scrawlrbox. So that very sketchy kind of short lines, rainbow colours kind of style. So that was my idea when I went in to do this. Now, this is obviously not at all my usual style. I prefer very realistic things, so this was quite a bit of a challenge for me to move away from trying to make it too realistic, and also I didn't have a massive colour range with this either, but I did try to choose fairly similar colours that kind of matched in with the painting. So here you can see me starting off with I'm using the red pen that I'd loaded up with some yellow first, because I was thinking then her face could fade from yellow at the top where it was lighter into a more orangey kind of colour in the shadows. And it was at this stage that I was just like, oh my goodness, what have I done? This looks disastrous. But I decided I would keep going, try and come over the ugly phase, and just plough on with it really. I thought it couldn't get any worse, and it was actually really, really relaxing using these pens in this way, just like drawing tiny little strokes over and over. I did really enjoy it. It pushed me out of my comfort zone. So that's always a good thing, really. So now you can see I am doing the hair in the same style. This time I'm using the pink pen, which I'd loaded up with red first, and trying to get a nice gradient there, and it worked on this side of the hair. I had a little bit of a problem though loading the pink pen when I tried to do the other side of the hair. For some reason the red cap just didn't want to like load ink. So you can see me here, I was kind of fighting with some of the pens, trying to load them up and get it to be the right colour, and in the end I just decided to use the 2 pens separately and overlap them. But apparently it can be a bit of a problem, and there is a way to fix it if you read the instruction booklet, so that the pens do load again. But I just got a bit frustrated at that stage, and I was just like, I'm just going to use the 2 pens separately and kind of blend them together there in the middle, as you can see that I'm doing now. But yeah, so I don't really know what happened there, but it does seem to be a known problem because they've written about it in the instruction booklet. So basically this was the strategy I used for the entire piece. Now I'm onto the sky, blending it from the blue to a green, and then the mountains and things. But as I say, this was actually quite a nice relaxing process, just drawing masses of lines, and I actually do quite like how it turned out in the end. It's definitely not my usual style, and I don't think it will be something that I change my style to either. I do like doing fairly realistic, and like the colours match what they're supposed to in real life or something like that. But it was really fun to have a go and be pushed outside of my comfort zone. These pens were really fun to use, but I do kind of feel like they were a little bit gimmicky, and again, I'm not really sure that I would use them for an art piece, and they're probably more like, I'll use them mostly for taking notes and that kind of thing, and maybe when I'm bored sitting in meetings, I'll sit there and change the colours of the pens just to keep myself entertained. There was no information about how light fast these pens are, and I don't know if you can even get them in like loads of different colours. Obviously here you've got 6, which is quite a limiting palette, and they were all fairly they're not primary colours but quite bright, and so the palette was fairly limiting. That you could kind of blend them to some degree, one over the top of the other, to get different shades, and I did actually use the black pen for some of the really dark areas around her clothing. But on the whole, I don't think I will use these pens for making art, but they were definitely really fun to try out. But I think they are going to go in my pencil case and be more for like note taking and that kind of thing. So anyway, do let me know what you think of this piece. Obviously it's not like what I would normally do, but it was a lot of fun. And what is your favourite Renaissance artist? I have to say I don't actually have that much knowledge or experience of like different artists from different periods of time. I probably should learn more about different ones. I've been to the Van Gogh Museum in the Netherlands when I was there, and that was quite okay. Obviously he's not a Renaissance artist, I know, but I'm meaning artist in general. But I don't actually really visit art galleries and things as much as I should. I probably shouldn't say should, as much as, there are quite a few art galleries and things around, and maybe I should go and visit them more often and expose myself to different kinds of art. That would probably be quite fun. I should probably make some time to do that. And but anyway, this was really fun to do, and I really hope you have enjoyed watching me test out these Chameleon pens. And if you have enjoyed it, then please do feel free to like, subscribe, watch another video, and I will see you in my next video next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!